I'm going to show you 9 projects to make and style your fall tier tray. You're not going to want to miss a second of this one, and it's starting right now. This is an old 2x4 that I had hanging around the warehouse, and I stained it with Dark and Decrepit and painted it. Now all of the paint products, everything that I'm going to be using will be listed below. I'm using the typeset stamp, and I'm going to stamp in the word fall. Once the ink is dry, I'm going to seal it with liquid patina, but you could use wax, liquid patina, Big Top, any sealer that you have. I grabbed this one from the dollar store, and I really like the color of the lid, so I'm going to leave it. But I'm going to take one of these pine cones and hot glue it to the top. I'm also going to take the rest of that pine cones and the acorns and use those as fillers in the dough bowl. But I want to add a little bit of color and texture to them, so I'm just going to paint them up a little bit, not every single one. And I'm going to be able to use these pine cones in my Christmas decor as well. Got another candle as well from the dollar store, and I'm going to decoupage on a napkin. Now, a little hint here: when you are decoupaging, especially with a napkin on a surface like that, one, you want to use your saran wrap or your plastic wrap, however you call it, and this will help spread the wrinkles out without tearing your napkin. Now here, I'm only doing a little section at a time. This is really helpful if you are fairly new at decoupaging and you want to make sure that you don't go all sideways. I grabbed this yarn because it reminds me of a sweater or a scarf, just as perfect for this time of year. Another piece of salvaged wood, I painted it white, and then we're going to decoupage on this napkin. This is going to serve 2 things. It's going to be a riser, and it also can be a shelf sitter. So I'm going to do both sides. I'm going to take my sandpaper, and I'm going to give this a good sanding because I want it to look old. And this is how I styled it. These little pumpkins are perfect size for the tier tray. So I painted them, and then I added a little bit of white to this as well, just to give it a little bit of a two-tone look. And then I sealed them with liquid patina, and then just style these in your tier tray however you like. We still have more projects to go for our tier tray, but don't forget to watch to the end because we're going to play a little game with an emoji. I'm using the stamp called letterpress, and I'm going to put on here apple pie. Now I use the green tape just to help me line this up, because if I don't do the green tape, my letters go wonky. Once the ink is dry, I'm going to sand this down because, of course, you know, I like to have everything look old and antique. Then I'm going to seal it with more liquid patina. And then we're going to drill in the holes. Now, I'm doing it at a really weird angle because I wanted to show you how I did it. So be careful when you're doing this. I don't normally hold it this way, but the idea is that you're going to have the hole pop through the top and the side. I'm going to use some wire and feed it through those holes and twist it around. And this is going to look so cute in either a tier tray, a dough bowl. You could hang it on your tree as an ornament. Really, the possibilities are endless with this. I'm going to take my pliers and just wrap this around and make sure that doesn't stick out and poke anybody. We're going to tie on some fabric, and now we have a beautiful piece. Found this tiny little pan at the thrift store. I don't know what it was used for because it is small, but I'm going to tie on some drop cloth and it is going to be perfect for the tier tray. I found these wood dice and I have these wooden beads. We're going to make a garland, but I'm going to stain them first. So I'm using some paint and water, and then we're going to pop it all in there and move it all around and get them all painted. This is so much easier than trying to hand paint them. We're going to pull them out, and then I'm just going to take a paper towel and just get the majority of the excess paint off them. And then I just went ahead and dried them really quick. I did seal these, but you don't have to. Then I drilled a hole into the cubes so we could feed through our string. And then I decided it needed a little bit of white. It just added a little bit of highlight to this. We put it all together and I think it turned out super cute. The emoji today is a pie. Drop the pie emoji in the comments below, and that lets me know that it was you that watched this all the way to the end. And don't forget to let me know which one was your favorite, and are you going to do a tier tray? Because it is so much fun to change them out throughout the seasons. There is another video on the screen right now for more crafty DIYs.